So money is this equalizer. This men get access to women that they would never have access to because of money.
That's so true.
And women don't like when I talk about this.
Speak the truth, Rebecca. While we're here,
there's a difference between being pretty and being gorgeous.
Oof.
You know, a lot of women will be like, I'm pretty. I don't understand. I'm pretty. And like, yeah, you're pretty, and you're pretty with your clothes on.
Yeah.
But there's women who are drop dead gorgeous but naked.
Yeah.
And that's a whole nother level.
Like the difference between a guy makes good money's $80,000 and some people who make $80 million.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like and women don't understand that there's from a visual perspective, there's this spectrum for men. There's like levels to this.
Yeah.
I learned, and what I'm speaking about really comes from matchmaking, because I would deal with very high net worth men, and they want a look. They want a woman, and it is not, you got to be able to put on a bikini.
Yeah.
And be looking good on his arm in a bikini. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and a tiny bikini.
Like little eye patch bikinis that just look like, and that's what women don't like this stuff, but it's like, because they feel like, well, I deserve the millionaire too. Honey, the millionaire is looking for the fitness model that could wear an eye patch and walk right through here. No cellulite, no jiggle, no anything, You're just sitting. This is my personal experience with this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, women don't get it. Like,
and so, gentlemen, here we are. We're going to get right into this because this is the House of Technicians, and we do things differently here. Let's start with the standard. This is the 3 primary categories of a woman's presentation. Now, again, those who may not be familiar, this is the standard that's set by the top pageant competition, the Miss Universe competition. So we just apply this, generally as a standard to women who we use as examples, and in this case, this is a fitness influencer. So of course, she has all of these, sort of standard categories covered, as do most actresses and other women who would qualify as a 100 octane. So here we have her in the evening wear, casual, and swimwear categories, all covered for this particular case study, which is great. Now I want to do what we always do here and give her a rating. Of course, the first thing that we have to qualify is her octane score. Now, shout out to the Master Teacher BGS if more for this particular scale. And we're just going to go ahead and give her a 100 octane because of her stature as the fitness model who is well traveled and is seen in places with higher end individuals. So she's got the 100 octane tag for that. In terms of where she lies on the female group hierarchy, she is definitely an outlier. If you scroll through her Instagram feed, the only other person that she displays is her mother. That says a lot about the dynamic that she has between she and her female cohorts. Maybe she has a private page just for her friends, but what happens when we talk about a public facing profile, it speaks a lot about a woman's relationship dynamic with other females when she does not post her friend group. It says that she doesn't necessarily have a dedicated female friend group in terms of how she navigates social spaces. So we're going to give her an outlier rating for that. Lastly, of course, and most important, right, for this particular presentation is her SMV rating. And with that, I am going to go ahead and give her a 9.5, just a 9.5. For what my take is on rating, again, we use the standard here, presented by the Miss Universe competition. The women who actually qualify as in the Dyme range with that particular metric, those are the ones who are the crowned winners, or the top 3 out of the entire competition. So if this particular case study were part of a formal competition to which she was crowned, first runner-up, or the actual winner of the contest that would automatically qualify her for Dyme piece status. But for reference to why I say this, go ahead and rewatch this particular video in terms of the Dyme space continuum, or my full breakdown of Dyme pieces. Now, having done that, gentlemen, you see where she rates. You see how she presents in terms of her image. But what I really want to touch upon in this presentation would be what her roster looks like. And at the higher levels of the Patreon, that being the journeyman and the technician levels, we are going to go into the methodology as to why a non-millionaire or billionaire or affluent man will definitely qualify for her roster, for the group of men who she entertains in a sensual manner, for the collection of men in her orbit that she entertains in a intimate setting, sexual engagement, the exchange, and all of these things. I'm going to cover that in great detail in the near future, and they're all going to have their own individual videos, so that we can get an in-depth understanding of how to personality type, how to physically type these particular types of men who desirable women court and maintain within the orbit of their roster. So just to wrap this particular presentation up, gentlemen, at the end of the day, we saw it. This was the post. He put the money bag position out there. This has been confirmed and corroborated by Mrs. Pope. And what we take away from this is that money, resources, the transaction is not what is at the center of this dynamic. What is actually at the center of this dynamic is the exchange, and that is the quintessential difference between how the average man goes about acquiring the type of women that he desires, and the technician or the seducer, or at the end of the day, a man who truly knows himself and truly understands and appreciates the game